What's up, everybody? I was like, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and go live before the sun goes completely down, and then you see nothing but the city. I mean, the sun is basically down now anyway, but you can see the city behind me, which I think is pretty cool. So this is downtown Nashville, from the 23rd floor. So yeah, all the stuff. Well, thanks, Bill. Um, yeah, so we are. This is Nashville, Nashville. You know, it's crazy to see how the public acts in downtown Nashville. I mean, I know they're all wasted, but man, they have so much stuff they're doing in the city. Because the first night, she's right over here. She's just off camera. Um, so, you're 3 sheets to the wind. All right, Tony, let me say something. I've been 3 sheets to the wind the last 2 or 3 days, so I think I need a break, honestly. The Soft Pro, the people that put on this convention, have kept us not only full of delicious food, but we pretty much had unlimited bar. I mean, whatever we wanted to drink, they had it. It was like crazy. It's like you just walk up and go, "Yeah, I want this, this, and this." All right, boom. And they didn't never cut us off. They just kept on whatever you want. And then, oh, they were definitely not watered down. And then that was Wednesday night. Was just the kickoff party, I guess you'd call it, where there was really good food. And was I Tony kind of drunk? No, I don't think so, Angela. I was not that bad. I mean, we had to put on a decent showing. We didn't want to get that drunk. Yeah, a little bit of professionalism in our what that's mean. Well, sometimes I get a little louder than my usual loud self, and I didn't want to get even louder. Um, then last night, I mean, that was the first night. That was Wednesday. Then last night, we got to go to Old Red. And I don't know if y'all know what Old Red is, but Old Red is a bar that Blake Shelton owns. Um, so we went to Blake Shelton's bar, um, and I had to get something. Our boss gave us like money we could spend for each day, which we didn't even need because this company was feeding us more than I was never hungry except the first day we got here because that was before everything got started. After that, we always had food, always had drinks. You name it, they had it. I did get a shirt. Here's the shirt I got, which is this thing is so soft. I can't even. It wasn't cheap by any means, but I don't know if y'all can see this. Probably, maybe. It says Old Red on it, and I got everything dark because and it says kicking up dust, and it's got a picture of Old Red on it. But this is like one of the softest sweatshirts ever. Oh, it is better than Paralife soft. Oh yeah, this is Munchkin's shirt. Y'all got to see this. I can't believe I just said y'all, but that's Munchkin's shirt. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. That's Munchkin's shirt. She got a y'all ain't right shirt, and yeah, this shirt, the red one, $70. $70 for a sweatshirt. Just saying. This hotel is definitely not cheap. And yeah, that's the y'all ain't right stuff. They had a lot of stuff that was y'all ain't right. They had little y'all ain't right purses and shot glasses and you name it, which we do have more souvenirs. I mean, we got so much stuff. I don't know how we're going to get it all back on the plane, to be honest with you. Because, yeah, we got swag. Oh my gosh, all the vendors that were here for the different products that go with the software that we use, We're just giving away free stuff. I mean, for one, I got like 6 pairs of socks that have Benjamin Franklin on there. It's like a novelty type pair of socks. But the guy was like, "Take more," and I was like, "Okay, you want me to take more? I'll take more." So I did. I probably could have went back today and got even more, but I was like, I've got enough pairs. I got like 5 or 6 pair of socks. So um, Munchkin paid 70 for a shirt. That's not the Munchkin I know, right? I get it. I get it. Um, but since we didn't have to pay for any of the drinks we had, and the music was outstanding, guys. They had a live band here. They had a live band on the roof of the hotel. Not the roof. It's like the fifth floor, but there's a swimming pool outside, and they had the live band out there. So you were out in the open. It was like this big balcony area, and that band was really good also. The second band we saw was called Whiskey Whiskey Cash and Roses. Yep, Whiskey Cash and Roses. I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but that was the band that we heard at Old Red was Whiskey Cash and Roses. The first band, I got their card somewhere in my pocket. They're yeah, Jennifer Wrinkle. All I got was her card, which is right there. They do have a little barcode thing you can scan, but yeah, they she was really good too. Yeah, she did sound like Dolly Parton. Um, we got to request songs. They didn't play anything that was like slow and boring, or they played some upbeat songs. Which nobody really danced the first night, but when we went to Old Red, after people had had a few drinks, they started dancing. And man, I should have filmed some of that because that was some hilarious stuff to watch. Oh yeah, the guy that was doing the elbow thing, I almost lost it. He literally was dancing. He would get he would do something on this elbow and then he would do something on this elbow. That's all he was doing. The whole time I was like, I guess he's dancing. I don't know. I can adjust this light where y'all can see me better. I just wanted y'all to be able to see the city behind me. If y'all want me to, I can change the settings and then my face will show up instead of. They do see my face all the time. You don't want to see this old guy. I can't. I can only pan the camera so far. I mean, you're seeing everything pretty much. You can see the reflection. Yeah, but the cameras no. Oh, I can move the tripod. All right, y'all want to see? Hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all more. I don't know what all it's going to show, but there's a McDonald's down there and a 7-Eleven slash Exxon. Yeah, yeah, all the cool bars, the Opry Hotel, all that stuff is the other direction, about a mile from here, I think. But we're on Broadway, so I mean, we're in the middle of everything here. So no, I'm not on Zoom, but I could be on Zoom. Wait, how's the camera looking weird now? Let me try and get. There we go. I think that's about right. Yes, I am in Nashville, King Cobra. This is Nashville, Tennessee. Um, we're way up on the 23rd floor. This building has 25 total floors, so we're two from the top. And it's got one of the smoothest elevators I've ever rode. You can't even tell when you're going up or down in that elevator. It literally feels like you're still sitting there. It's like, when's the elevator going to move? And it's already going. At least the first night it felt like that. Then we got used to it. But you think there's a strip club called the Kitty Cat Club? At least that's what you heard. Right, Tony. I do not doubt it. We did pass a couple of bars when we came back from Old Red, and I'll tell you, some of them bars were so packed with people, you couldn't move. the doorway, you couldn't even get through the doorway. I was looking and all I saw was people all the way back through the whole entire club. And I was like, man, now I know what they mean by standing room only because that's all it was. The whole city was buzzing like that. They have these, which y'all probably have in Vegas also, just little carts, little pedal carts, um, which they're hilarious. It's got a place for like 12 people to sit and they pedal and drink. And then there's a guy in the middle cheering for them that's just riding the cart with them. And the back, his had a shirt on that said, pedal bitches. So I thought it was funny. I do got some video of that. I mean, one of them I got, well, they were partying hardcore, man. One of them I got, I know is like, you know, really cool, but I got some good pictures too. Where's the one of the, there's one. I wonder if it's going to show up on the camera. That's one of the carts that they pedal on. See, they saw me filming and they're all like, yeah, they were partying hard, man. Yeah, you got those, Tony? Yeah. They were having a ball, man. And as far as inside the bar there where they were playing music, let me see. I got some that I can show y'all. They actually played the um, Friends song, the theme song to Friends. I don't think I filmed once everybody had a lot of drinking and it started getting nuts in there. I don't think I filmed anything at that point. But we had a good time. I mean, that's all that matters. We had some really good biscuits and gravy, which that's Munchkin's part of hers, which you can't hardly see on the camera, I see. But yeah, the biscuits and gravy was $17 just for biscuits and gravy, which was basically two biscuits and a bunch of gravy. A honky tonk. Well, as far as honky tonks, there's a lot of bars right next to the one we went to that was called Honky Tonk this, Honky Tonk that. There's a lot of honky tonk. There's a lot. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of honky tonk here. They're all honky tonk. There is definitely some younger women here that like not wearing very many clothes either during this said event. I mean, they're wearing shorts that's way high, usually with cowboy boots or something. Um, it's all honky tonk on Broadway. I would agree with that, Ozman. I will agree. Is line dancing big? You know, Old Red's not. It doesn't have a really big dance floor, especially since we rented our that the company we were there with rented the entire bar. It was a private event just for us. So they had tables and chairs like covering most of the dance floor, I would say. So there wasn't a lot of room. Um, Once a few people got up, um, there was like maybe four couples dancing. Then they were about to open the bar fully for everybody. And they moved all the tables and chairs out of the way, which made a lot of room on the dance floor. But they also opened it up to the public. And when they did that, I was like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Plus the fact once they opened it up to the public, the prices all of a sudden, boom, you had to pay. I'm pretty sure I didn't stay that long, and I'd already had enough to drink anyway, so I just left. What are you doing? She went and filmed something. I don't know what she did. Oh, so she filmed down towards the other direction where all the stuff is. Um, Let me see if I can get this on camera. Yeah, that's the direction where everything is. You can see how bright it is. So that's the other side of this building here. So where all them lights are, that's probably all cars and stuff. It gets packed down there. I can't even imagine what it's like on a Friday night. Right. So, well, yeah, I'm saying, but on like if we were to go down there, oh, and it's not that far of a walk, honestly. But I don't want to get in just a bunch of drunk people. Like, they all want to go from bar to bar to bar to bar. Now I know that's when it gets real fun. I get it. We're old folks. We just like, hey, I'm at my limit now. I just want to go lay down. I'm tired. Another cool thing that happened today, there was some window washers washing this building when I came back, and he was getting close. When we first saw him, he was way up there, but we had to go out of our room so they could clean it because we've been putting them off and putting them off. I finally said, okay, fine. You want to clean the room? Clean the room. So we went downstairs, and the window guy was coming down, and I got to talk to him for a little while because I wanted to ask him, how he was able to do that. And, I was like, we fly paramotors, which is basically a bed sheet over my head with a fan in the back. And he's like, oh, if you can do that, then you could do this job here. Um, he was the same height as Munchkin, which surprised me because I didn't realize he was that short until he got off. But until he got off his little chair that he was sitting on while as he was cleaning the windows. But yeah, they make decent money doing that. That's for sure. Can you smoke inside the bars? No, Angela. The mayor of this city does not let anybody smoke inside the bars. And you're not allowed to take any alcohol outside of the bar either. Um, from what I hear, it's all the mayor's doing. I don't know. Um, it's it's kind of like that in Georgia also. I know you can't take any alcohol. Well, they did change it right before I moved away from Georgia. They let you take one drink away from during COVID. They were letting people. Now they may have changed it back, but during the COVID, they were letting people take alcohol away from the restaurant, but just one. You couldn't like go order six drinks and then drive down the street with them. Um, Mini Pearl. Wow, Roy Acuff. Yeah. Yeah, I would think, and a lot of people smoke this there, but they would all just step outside the bar and smoke out in front of it, then go back in the bar. Um, for us, yeah, we would just go out there, vape, and then everybody that was smoking come out there, and we all had armbands on, so they let us right back in. But what's up, CDC? You can't. As far as the vaping thing goes, they treat all vapors the same way they do smokers. Oh, I got to show you all this picture I took. I forgot about this. I just took this picture earlier. Um, why is it not there? Oh, that is it. Okay. Y'all talking about a vape shop. Um, I don't know. Y'all can't see that really good, but that is a truck with the side of it open. It is basically a rolling vape shop. The sign's kind of too bright, but it says smoke shop. And they have hookahs, Delta 8, vapes, kratom, all that good stuff. What's up, Will? So yeah, that's a little rolling vape shop down here in Nashville. I don't know why you can't upload the video. They also had lots of rubs and stuff inside Old Red. There's one of them. Um, I know y'all can read the top, but the bottom says Big Cock Ranch, which I thought was funny. So, and then it's got the big cock on there. Checking in from Alabama. You're in Alabama. I'm in Tennessee. So we're both in different states there, Will, away from our home states. I saw your video that you did on, I think it was on Facebook, right? I mean, it was very short, but got to see you fly for a little bit, so that's cool. I'm glad you got to fly. There's there was a group of us that or people from our group that were doing some training this week while we were here in the conference. But honestly, even if I was at home, I wouldn't have went because they wanted to charge $350 for us to come there and fly to cover insurance. And I'm like, it's a public airport. You're going to charge us 350 when I could just come there on my own and fly for free. No, no, I don't want to be in that group that has to pay 350 to come fly there. I'm good. I'd rather fly at home and just deal with Langley, calling them, say, "Hey, can I fly?" Sure. Okay. Been a lot better. You're pretty sure it was a green screen that Will used? If it was a screen, he did a really good job at that because that was that was edited just right for a green screen. Uh, so yeah, you showed up late. We went to Old Red, Blake Shelton's bar. I got a Blake Shelton or a Old Red sweatshirt that costs 70 freaking dollars, but it is the softest sweatshirt that I own. So I'll be wearing that one a lot, except I guess in the summertime. It's still been getting cold here. Like right now, it's 53 degrees. It usually gets down in the 40s at night, so it's pretty cool when you go outside. Uh, a jacket or a heavy sweatshirt is not a bad thing to have right now. Um, yeah, there's considering the kind of people that we were bumping into on the street. Yeah, I wouldn't feel real safe walking down the street around here. It was just weird, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, we were both wondering, like, oh, where are we gonna find a vape shop in Nashville? I'm sure they have them, but it was funny to find one that's just on the truck, parked on the side of the road. Yep, smoke shop right here. Luckily, we got stuff before we came here. I mean, we just got some disposables, but that covers the whole trip. So, what's up, Scott? That's all we needed. And we got so much swag from the freaking vendors. I mean, you name it, we got it. Piggy banks, pens, markers, mouse pads, hats, shirts. I don't even know what. Chocolate, bourbon balls. I think we ate all the bourbon balls. Those are pretty good. I will take you to that karaoke and party. Is weed there legal? I do not know, Tony. It is in Virginia. I don't know about here in Nashville. I have not smelled any. Usually you would. Um, and I did not smell any. And during this visit, doesn't mean it's not here. I didn't smell it. You did? They could have had that from anywhere. Macon, Georgia is Reacher. Yeah, we stopped on episode 3 of Reacher. This stupid TV in this room, it's you turn it on and it'll say preparing your experience, right? And then it gives you a guide, which I'll give them credit. It's got 2 HBOs on there and the local stations and a few more stations, but you can't Bluetooth to the TV. You can't run YouTube on the TV. You can't run any of the cool apps on this TV at all. And I think that's by design. Yeah, yeah, and it says "Hey" to our boss when we turn the TV on. So it's personalized. How's the porn? I have no idea. Well, now when you say that, one of the ladies we were talking to here, she's like, "Yeah, those little pedal things that I was showing you." She's like, "It gets really they start getting naked on those things the later the night goes by." And I was like, "Well, I ain't, I'm good." I mean, they'll do it anyway. They don't care. They've been drinking. They'll just strip down and ride that thing. I'm surprised that they just the way they did it. It's the hotel thing to do. Yeah, we went up to the rooftop bar, which unfortunately we went up there. It was for a private party, so we couldn't even go in there. And I was like, ah. She's like, oh, come back at 8 o'clock, and then the bar will be open. I'm like, no, we're good. We've had enough drinking, that's for sure. We got one more day here. So tomorrow, all day Saturday, we'll be here. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. And hey, Slade, how's it going, man? I'm over here in Nashville. Um, so once we get through so Sunday morning we leave early. We catch our flight Sunday morning evening early. I mean, and I don't want to take another taxi. The taxi was ridiculous. I know they were ripping us off because before you even got on the taxi, they had a sign that said $9.20 plus 250 per mile. As soon as we got in the taxi, he turned on the fare and it automatically went to $45 plus 3 or 4 more dollars before we even went anywhere. And we drove what, 5, 10 miles tops to get to the hotel, and it was like 48 or 54 bucks. $59? Oh, 39. Okay, $39 for that short of a taxi ride. Come on, man. He did not. I mean, it's not that he was a bad taxi driver. It's just, yeah, that's what I was telling Munchkin. We should just do Uber. I'm that loud? Oh, apparently I'm waking up all the neighbors because I'm that loud. I didn't know I was that loud. Wicker maxi pads and lemonade. Yeah, that was our shopping list for Whole Foods. Wicker pads. They did say they were made with bamboo. I don't know. She got some wicker pads. Yeah, look, even it's Grand Hyatt water. Nashville. Don't forget to tip the maid. Yeah, the maids have been in here once since we've been here. But I told them they were some natural crunchy. Yeah, Munchkin's got a thing about the hotel employees because she used to be one. So I don't know that. Yeah, but this is a fancy hotel. I mean, I know this is a 4.5 star hotel, but when you have to use every bit of strength you have to turn on the shower, that should not be a thing. Yeah, it's the shower handle. It's deceiving because when you turn the water off, it still drips for another 30 seconds before it stops. So you naturally are going to turn the handle even more, which makes it so tight, it's very hard to turn back off. I will say the water pressure in that shower is something serious. You literally feel like you're being drowned. It has two shower heads. One of them's on a cord, and the other one's just a normal shower head. But you can turn them both on, and they both have really high water pressure. It will flood you out of that shower. It's no joke. So I mean, the room itself is okay. I wouldn't say it's like 4.5 star material. It's got a flat screen TV, and I mean, yeah, I can show y'all. There's not a lot to it. Um, there's the TV and some of our swag in those bags, and there's the front door. This is a painting on the wall, which I can't even turn the camera down. It does not. It likes doing the gimbal thing. But I mean, the view is great. Um, there's no riffraffs. Oh yeah, I that's my fault, King Cobra. When I was going through trying to set this up quick, I skipped the part about the ads, and it probably will throw an ad up. I apologize. Let me get this turned back the right way. There we go. Always take care of your undercarriage. Well, that's what that Slade, were you able to? Oh, well, you don't need to worry about that generator. Y'all already have a 5,000, a 90, a 9,000 electric bike. Y'all are set. It almost looks like the lighting changes on the sky, and you can tell. I mean, if it was daylight, y'all could see a lot more out there, but it's cool to see the city lights. Munchkin, I can show you Munchkin. Hold on. There's Munchkin right there. I just knocked something on the floor. I don't know what it was, but be sure to tip the receptionist. Ted Lasso's. What is Ted Lasso's? I don't know. We went to the, what was it called? The food annex or the assembly? Yeah, we went to a place called the assembly, which you go in there and it's like a gigantic place with all kinds of different food things. Um, they had some really good food in there. I cannot begin to describe how good the food was. All the food that we've had is here, even the hotel stuff that they make is really good. I'm impressed. The what? The grits? Oh yeah, they made some kind of grits that taste so good. It was like, is this gravy or grits? It was that good. Harrison Ford in Shrinking. I haven't seen that. Hmm. See, there's so many new shows I haven't even kept up. Oh my goodness. So what do we talk about tonight? What else do y'all want to know? The window washer, he was funny because I just thought I was going to just tell him about paramotoring, and next thing you know, he started a freaking 30-minute conversation with me. Munchkin's just sitting over there like, all right, whatever. And I sat there and talked to that guy for a while. He was telling me all about his house, this is my first time buying a house and all this. Um, okay, Angela, sounds good. You have to tip Uber. Yeah, Will, I don't mind that. If they don't try to rip you off on the original cost of the ride, don't mind tipping at all. Just don't rip me off compared to what your sign said right there at the airport. It's like, really? Why would you not put that rate? I don't mind. We did not have a choice. I mean, that was the only taxi. We would have had to call an Uber. So we're going to do a Uber on the way back to the airport and see what the difference is. See which one was cheaper. I tip when tips are deserved. Well, there you go. I mean, our driver was nice and quiet. I didn't, all he did is, he literally just said destination, and I told him, and boom, he was on his way. What's up, other Nick? I didn't have to say anything else. He literally brought us right here. He didn't go like some weird way or anything. Yeah, he was trying to be nice. No, this is not a green screen. I can touch right here if that makes you believe it. Or I can do this and then you can tell it's not a green screen. Is that better? That is not a green screen. That is actual. We're in the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Nashville on Broadway, 23rd floor, way up high. Um, very, very cool view. The sunsets here are amazing. I got some pictures of those, which won't show up worth a darn on that camera, so it does no good. And I got some pictures of other stuff that was here. There's a couple of clock towers. One is a church. The other one's the Union Station that's here. And then they got a place called Stationary, which I thought we could go in there and buy a mouse pad because I needed a mouse pad. It's a bar called the Stationary. Fine, whatever. Can you open the windows? You cannot. These windows. Damn, Tony, you trying to jump out? These windows are thick, number one. But I will tell you, it got really windy yesterday, and these windows kind of rattled a little bit. The wind was bowing them some, I should say. And it's the same way I could look at the building across the way and see their windows shaking because it was so windy. And like all the paper that's on the ground comes flying up to this level. It's really cool to see all the paper when the wind currents that's how bad rotor is off buildings, guys. You can physically see it when there's debris in the air and you can see all this stuff flying around. It's like, what the heck is going on? I'm Will to watch on Will's phone. Okay, other Nick. Why aren't you on the show? Well, I don't know how she could fit in the camera scene. I mean, she can get on the show if y'all want to talk to Munchkin for a minute. I think Munchkin should talk for a minute. Come on. I tried. Hey, trash bag, how's it going, man? That new trash bag show up sooner or later. Y'all probably like he isn't even gonna do a show because um he's in Nashville. But hey, oh, oops, am I on an hour early? I forgot we were on Central Time here. What time does it show? It just now says 8:30. But I've been on. How long have I been on? I don't know. What time do I start the show, guys? um, it doesn't say how long I've been streaming. Wait, scheduled for 8 p.m. I scheduled it for 8, but you're on an hour later than normal, half an hour ago. So that was 8 on the laptop. I think I changed the clock on the laptop. So it's right. I think we started it right. Oh, so we started an hour late for the Eastern folks people. My bad. I didn't even think about that. I'm an hour late. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about the whole time change thing, and I was just looking. I was like, well, my watch says it's almost 8 o'clock. So I'm like an hour late compared to my normal show time. Yeah, I mean, as far as drinking, did we drink enough? Oh my gosh. We had so much to drink, it ain't even funny. And I mean, they had everything: scotch, bourbon, vodka, tequila, everything you want. And then I was like, I'm gonna make them make a weird drink. And they did. What was that? Red grenadine, vodka. Um, there's blue grenadine. Oh, blue curacao. Yeah. Okay. Uh, what was the other thing? And vodka, red grenadine, vodka, red grenadine, cherries, and then there's something else in there. I don't know. I forgot what I put. No, they did not have fighting cock, unfortunately. You would think. I mean, we're not that far away from where it's made, but yeah, it's not one of the main requests. They had Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. That was the main, but they had some weird bourbons that I've never seen before, but I didn't want to try them and then not like it. I mean, I guess I just could have poured it out and got another one, but I didn't know if they were trying to track how many drinks. Luckily, when I say they have an open bar, they had one, two, three, four, five, maybe six bars set up just on the pool deck or the upstairs area where we were at. So you could go to six different bartenders to get a drink, or six different areas to get a drink, I should say, all over the whole thing. It was set up very well. I'll put it that way. Did they have twisted tea? They did, Angela. I saw somebody drinking a twisted tea. I was like, damn, they had that too. The only thing they didn't have, well, at Old Red, was I wanted to get a Corona in a bottle with lime, right? But in that bar, they don't allow glass, so I got Corona in a can with lime. So that's what I ended up with. But uh, we just watched Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom yesterday. And I know a lot of people have already seen that movie, but it was what was on TV, so that's what we watched. Yeah, and we watched Beetlejuice, well, the second Beetlejuice, which I thought was really, I didn't see the whole movie, but we saw most of it. That was very strange compared to the first Beetlejuice. I thought that was weird. I was like, what in the heck kind of direction are they trying to go? Ted Lasso. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up now. Y'all have got me. Don't give me too many shows right off the bat. I have to get past. I'm still got to watch all the Reachers, man. Let me get past the Reachers, and then we'll go on to the next best one, and I'll try and play catch up. I'm missing out on a. Yeah, I'm vaping in the room, Tony. Luckily, we're not clouding it up because it's just little pods. If we set off the smoke alarm, we're probably going to be in deep crap because they got all kinds of flashy lights and alarm bells if it does go off. Um, I'll try not to vape too much. How about that? I do need to get another water though, because even though I don't have any alcohol, I do need something to drink. Oh, your wife loved it too. That's awesome, Slade. Yeah, I had to get in on that Harbor Freight deal. I'm surprised Will didn't. Actually, today was the first day that the normal public should be able to get that generator for that same price. Um, I don't know what you're talking about. You're probably already being watched. Um, Bondsman, can't even look at the TV, too scary. Alcohol room service. I wouldn't even want to know how much that costs, Cloud Chucker. Considering that biscuits and gravy were $17, I can't even imagine how much a mixed drink would be ordered to your room. It would honestly be easier for me to go downstairs to the lobby. There's a bar. You can go upstairs. There's a bar. They have everything there. Yeah, there's literally a bar, a full service bar in the lobby. Thank you. This smells weird. Maybe it's the glass. It has a weird smell to it. What for? Biscuits and gravy. Yes, $17 for biscuits and gravy. I will say this, Tony. It's some of the best damn biscuits and gravy I've ever had for $17. I don't know what they put in that gravy. They were freaking good, man. They were good. It it was more of a fancied up type of gravy compared to what you would get if you went to Gatlinburg or whatever, and got biscuits and gravy, which don't get me wrong, is still really delicious. But these were like a even higher level. The biscuits were not store bought biscuits. They were squared off or almost like a rectangle. I tried to show y'all a picture of them, but it doesn't show up good on the camera. But they were really good. Very thick gravy too. Plenty of sausage in it. Definitely made from scratch. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean, now that the conference is over, we have to fend for ourselves. So that's why we went to Whole Foods and got some snacks. 'Cause paying whatever the hotel wants for what anything is going to be ridiculously expensive. And boss already had to pay a lot of money just for us to come to this conference. I really don't want to make him have to spend more money on stuff just for us. Um, I think we got our money's worth out of being here. We did everything. We went and got everything done we needed to. I'm backed up on work like you wouldn't believe, so I'm probably going to have to do that all day tomorrow. There is no microwave in this room. No, there's a safe and a small fridge, but no microwave. Go figure. Call and have one brought. Yeah, right. Yeah, because she does still have some biscuits and gravy left. We could eat a cold biscuit and gravy. You are? She's like, I'm gonna eat that. I don't give a damn if it's cold. Let's see what happens if I change the camera what it looks like. I'm just gonna do it for the heck of it. Effects. Let's go to auto. That didn't change it that much. You can still see the city, right? It's a little brighter, but that's about it. I can turn the brightness down a little bit. Let's go down to about 59 there. It's not bad. Uh huh. Yeah. Right. The Uber and maybe the sweatshirt. I mean, I figured you could use that for the per diem. Uh, hey, Harry. Yeah. No, I mean, you can work that out with Jeff. I'm sure he'll be like, do we have a pool? Yes, we do. We have a heated pool. Now, did we bring clothes for the pool? Nope. Didn't really even think about that. I have not, I don't think the pool's technically open because I have not seen anybody in the pool. They did have the lounge chairs out, but I didn't see anybody getting in that pool. It is cold. Who needs clothes? Yeah, I mean, yes, the AC is very quiet, but keeps this room at a very nice temperature. So we're at 67 degrees inside the room right now. Um, so it's a nice cool temperature in the room. These are laminate floors in here that look like wood, but it's a nice hotel. Don't get me wrong. They got, as far as power outlets go for a hotel room, they knew what they were doing. They got power outlets everywhere in this room. Even where I plugged in my laptop, there's a USB port right above that, and then another power plug right there. Over by the beds, they have power outlets on each side of the bed, along with USB port, regular USB A, USB C. More on the alarm clock that's in the middle actually has two power plugs and USB C and USB A, and then more on the other side of the bed, on the other bed. So they got lots of power plugs. I know that they all give you. Now, if there's a microwave and I just don't know where it is, I don't think there's a microwave in here though. Probably because they want you to buy their food. I know a lot of people here have ordered room service because I saw it sitting out in front of their door. Mm, there's one of the hats. This is a nice comfy hat. This is a certified ID hat. This is a nice comfy hat. Certified. Oh, I say certified ID, but yeah, it's certified, but it's certif ID. Yeah, working on one screen for what we do is almost impossible. It makes it take way too long. When I get dual screens back at home, I'll be able to go through stuff way faster. Oh, we're definitely relaxing. I think relaxing too much. Like today, we didn't really have much to do. We went to the award ceremony or the raffle giveaways. We didn't win anything. They gave away a $250 Amazon gift card, and then they gave away a free ticket to the next convention, which is going to be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida next year, right on the beach. Um, that'd be cool because when you're at the convention, you literally can step out your door and be on the beach. But considering how much these cost, I don't know if we'll be going to another one anytime soon. He's gonna be like, "What else can you learn?" We'll figure something out. I got a very high pollen alert for tomorrow. Yes, it is very nice, Linda. I agree. The main thing I think Munchkin got to get away from work for a little while because they just constantly bombard her to death. Um, winter E2 coming to Vegas or U2 even. I get it. I don't know. I've never been there. Hey, what's up, Scorp? Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm on probably an hour different time ratio. That was my mistake. I'm basically on an hour later than I should have been, right? Yeah. So um, the hotel's got decent internet, so we're still running the password from the convention that already left. I'm surprised it's still working, honestly. I didn't brush nobody off, Tony. As far as the Las Vegas thing goes, all right. This is the thing. Munchkin's never been to Nashville, right? So we came to Nashville. We've done the Nashville thing. I've never been to Vegas. I don't even think she's been to Vegas. So that's two, but neither one of us have been to Vegas. So we do need to do a Vegas. Right? Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing. If we plan a Vegas trip, we got to save money up. Next Christmas bonus. What Christmas bonus? That's what I'm talking about. We might get $100 Amazon card. That doesn't work really good for taking trips. I don't think Amazon has a plane that's going to take us to Vegas. Your last bonus was a fluke. Yeah, you're not getting one of them kind of bonuses again. Oh, if he forgets, he will have to. We have a place to stay. That is true, Angela. So it's basically just getting our butt there. Okay. Um, yeah, because I wouldn't mind seeing Vegas. It's got to be cool there. Because I literally know nothing. I'd be like, oh, look, Vegas. Right, Scott? I agree. You would think Amazon they open their own airline. Then they'd have flights you can click on. Next day flight. Don't come in the summer. Okay, gotcha, Tony. You just tell me when the 70s are there, what part of the year that is, like the mid 70s, that's when I want to be there. Mid 70s to 80 is fine. Once you get up in the 90s, that's too damn hot. Right? New meaning to next day delivery. I agree, Scott. I, It's 99 in Arizona. Yes, it's already getting hot there. It's going to be that same way here. I mean, we got our flying's coming up next month. Spring Wing is coming up next month. Uh, Obviously, so is Bad Apples, but I'm going to do the one that's much closer to home. Um, and as long as the weather turns out right, we'll have a great time at that fly-in because you don't have to worry about running into anybody. There's plenty of room in the sky when we fly there. There's no air traffic to speak of whatsoever because nobody flies over the Eastern Shore. It's very rare. You might see a helicopter if you're lucky, but it's rare. So we're good there. We can fly as high as we want to over there. She's an indoor pet. Yeah, Munchkin don't do a lot outside. She burns. She catches on fire in the sun, so I got to keep her out of the sun most of the time. The beds are nice and comfy here. I can't complain about the beds at all. They're very comfy. There you go. Wow. And get married at the wedding chapel. What, in Vegas? Yeah, 'cause you literally can do like a 10-minute wedding over there, or you can do a drive-through wedding in Vegas, which is nuts. Yeah, let me take a Uber, and we're going to make the Uber go through the drive-through wedding chapel. It'll be done before we know what happened. Yeah, I'll still have, I mean, even after spring wing, I'll still have 5 days of vacation left for this year. And that's the one we got to figure out what we're going to do with. I mean, she's got more time than I do for vacation, but that's all I'll have left. But there's still plenty of the year left, so we'll figure something out. The JOP. Oh, you rent a sports car, a Lamborghini. Yeah, there you go. What you trying to say, Tony? Oh, what shirt do I have on up under this one? Oh, I was seeing a reflection. I thought I had a shirt. I was like, did I put on two shirts and not know it? No, this is the only shirt. Okay. How much is this room per night? What was it? It's not cheap, CDC. I think they're 300 and something dollars a night. Oh, okay. We got a group rate because of the convention, but normally there's, yeah, 600 a night. Oh, Friday and Saturday. So these 2 days, so tonight is a $600 night, and so is tomorrow. The other ones we got at the half rate. Yeah, and y'all like, make sure you tip the maid. I'm like, they can take some of that $600 and tip themselves. Oh, those Hellcats are nice, King Cobra. I agree with that statement. Shoot, my back hurts. Oh yeah, he did pay. Yeah, I've also paid for our airline tickets too. So I'm liking Southwest more than what was that other one we took? Spirit. Spirit, you had to pay for every piece of luggage that you brought on except one personal item. Anything else you had to pay. On Southwest, two free check bags, and yeah, per person, and a carry-on, and then a personal item bag. So you can carry two bags on with you on the plane, and then the luggage bag can get checked, which is what we did. Yeah, they were funny. Now they do similar to Atlanta. Nashville here has little e-scooters all over the sidewalk. So whenever you run out of time or battery, you just drop it where it's at. And that's what they do too. They're everywhere, all over the street. But people have been renting them too, and them things haul butt. I'm surprised how fast they go. I don't know if I can stay on the whole time tonight. My back is hurting. I'm not in a chair per se. I'm in this sofa thing that doesn't. I got nothing to sit back on, and it's killing my back. Not to mention we've been walking around. Yes, the table moves. I could try that. Maybe I can get more comfy. Let me try something. Ugh, that's gonna make them not be able to see the view anymore. Oh, you want the Elvis impersonator? I can adjust it too. Let's see. It's gonna make me go out of the picture. No, that would be the wrong way. Let's go this way. I don't know. All right, fine. That's good enough. One view. Is there a lot happening around the hotel? If you come out of the hotel and take a left, yes. Um, that's towards all the bars. Everything happens just over the hill. Not even, what, 2 blocks from here? It's crazy over there. This way, there's not much because there's a 7-Eleven and a McDonald's. And then you get on down a little further and you might find a few more, but most of the bars and everything else are the opposite way. You forgot to bring your sparkly boots. That will fix his back. I don't know if anything's going to fix my back at this point. I think it's from laying down too much on that bed today because we didn't. We sat here for a little while, then we walked to Whole Foods and came back, which did help because I was sitting there too long. But now I'm ready to lay back in that bed again. the The window washer guy was 55 years old, which I was impressed. I'm like, damn, dude, you're up there on that. He's literally on just a rope. Um, that's it. And his rope hooks to this little, basically, it looks like a board on the string that he was sitting on as he was washing the windows. Um, and short guy, but he looks really in really good shape. So I guess that's a job that'll definitely get you worked out. Nothing like sleeping in your own bed. Yeah, we do like our bed, Linda. These are nice. The good thing about in here is it's very quiet. Um, you can't even hear, like, when helicopters go by, you can't even hear the helicopter. You can see it, but you don't hear it. They got real good sound dampening. The only thing I hear sometimes is right below us, there's train tracks. There's like 3 rows of train tracks, and we will hear the train, but that's about it. Uh, no other sound comes through here. You can see the expressway from here, highway, freeway, whatever you want to call it. And I don't even know what number it is. I think it's 24 over here. Yeah. Soundproof rooms. Uh, oh, I mean, they're not super soundproof because I do hear banging every once in a while. It seems like it's coming from out in the hallway, but the room itself or hearing anything beside us, nothing. Those are quiet. Yeah, I-65 and I-24. Yeah, I know about 24. I've rode on 24 a million times. 65. Um, I don't know if I don't know if I'm looking at 65 or 24, but I think that's 24 right there. And then 65 is the other one that cuts the other direction, which you can barely see out this window. Pink Pony Club? Not like room 1408. I don't know about 1408. Oh, it's a movie? Of course it's a scary movie. No, we're I it's weird because on the doorway where you go out at the pool, there's a no smoking sign. When you go out and you're looking back towards the doors, they have a no vaping sign. But you can't see that unless you turn and look the opposite way on one of the pillars that are coming down. So, and I think that's mainly because they act like you could as long as it's not bothering anybody, which when we were out there, there was nobody. I mean, besides our group, but I mean, Munchkin and I went out there earlier today and there was only two people and they were at the other side, which is really far, the other side of the whole roof. So we vaped over in the corner. We were fine. Bondsman with Kevin Bacon, really? See, y'all like them scary movies, man, and I'm like, some of them I can watch. I like watching scary video games usually, but not so much the movies. I don't like jumping, especially if I got a drink in my hand or something. If it scares me that much. I don't know. I Yeah, this is just killing me. I'm sore. I don't have anything to drink. I have nothing to talk about tonight because it's just one of those boring nights. Yeah, considering this hotel is $600 a night, and we went downstairs and we asked them, "Hey, do y'all have a mouse pad? We need a mouse pad." So what happened then? Yeah, yeah. They basically blew us off downstairs when we were asking where could we go locally to buy a mouse pad. So we went across the street to a Holiday Inn and asked them where we could go to buy a mouse pad. And yeah, Holiday Inn Express. There's the mouse pad. And instead of them going, "Hey, you could walk down the street," they were like, "We got a bunch of them. You want one?" And then they brought us back. It was kind of funny because she brought us back one, and then we said, "Well, we kind of need two. We both have a laptop." Well, it's at the top of the stack, and I really don't. I was like, "It's fine. We can share." So, but yeah, we came back here to this hotel and we asked them again, "Hey, do you know where we could go to get one?" Well, if you go down to Whole Foods, you might be able to find one. Publix, whatever. It's just weird that. You go to the cheaper hotel, yeah, sure, you can get a mouse pad, or probably could get a microwave in your room too. But no, this, yeah. But if you come to the $600 hotel, you don't get a microwave, or you can't get a mouse pad either. So I bet you the Holiday Inn's cheaper. They may not be that much cheaper. Anything on Broadway, I'm sure, is expensive, just because of the location, honestly. A lot of these hotels and businesses around here have pools on the top floor. You can literally look and see the pools. Um, Pretty cool looking. The Marriott over there has a cool looking penthouse that sticks out of the side of the building. Put the grits on the heater and crank it up. Well, you know what's weird is the vent in here is not like, Motel 6. It doesn't have like a AC thing by the window. Ours has a big square that comes out of the wall. That's where all our air comes from. There's no heater to lay anything on or anything like that. And if that's so high, you can't do anything with it. So it's stuck. I like that the bathroom door is a slide door. It's like one of those big slide barn doors, and it's very heavy. Holiday Inn Express is $307 per night, which is still half the price of this one. And this is a yeah, 4.5 star hotel. Do you at least have a coffee maker? Yes, we do, Tony. We have a coffee slash espresso maker, which I don't know. The only pods they gave us were decaf and regular espresso. I don't know how to make normal coffee. Apparently, in the instructions, there's a way to make it pour out normal coffee instead of espresso. But I had espresso, and that damn thing, that was some thick, strong stuff right there. You can tell that some of the people that were here at the conference have been doing it quite a while. They know exactly how the conference goes down. They know which meetings to go to, which ones they don't have to go to. They got this thing planned out. This is our first time. We didn't know what we're doing because every booth we stopped at, yeah, if y'all just drop your business card. Well, we didn't bring any business cards. Sorry. Didn't think about it. Oh man, the conference crud, Scott. Um, yeah, I don't think we're going to get any conference crud. We didn't really have to interact with people that close. A couple people want to shake hands, but yeah, you can easily catch the con crud. I don't think we have it. Don't think we're going to get it. I don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, we made friends at the conference. We met a couple people. Yeah, there's another Shannon and Carol. We got to meet here. They hung out with us at Reds. They hung out with us on top of the roof, or the fifth floor roof, I should say, which was the pool area, pool slash spa. I wonder if the spa is included in the room, or they add that on the bill. So yeah, so Munchkin's looking up the rates now for this hotel. They jacked up the rates on purpose. Probably, well, on a Friday and Saturday it's 389. That's the thing. Okay, so now it's 389 a night instead of 600. I don't know how they even got away with what they were trying to charge. But 389 a night for a hotel room is quite expensive. I mean, even when I remember when I would go to the real fancy hotels, but now this has been years ago. They were $120 a night if you wanted a nice hotel, like 4 or 5 star hotel, Marriott, you name it. Um, Now that was probably in the early 90s. That's the last time I remember going in one of those. Yeah, you think it'd be more on the weekends? Exactly, Oz. Yeah. What a ripoff. Make Munch can go downstairs and grab a bucket of ice. I mean, well, I think there is an ice machine somewhere around here, but I don't know what the bucket of ice is going to do for us. How did I hurt my back? I think it's just from we've been going around a lot. We've been moving a lot, and yeah, just a lot of walking, man, up and down the elevator and through all the different conference rooms, and then you got to go here to get something to eat. Then you got to go somewhere else. Yeah, and them chairs are not the most comfortable things in the world, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to bump off early, guys, just because we're at a hotel. I don't have nothing to drink or nothing to talk about, really. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We will be back next week on the normal broadcast, and I'll have everything I need then. Until then, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you then.